center field number 27, Corey Vaughn. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 9, Garcia. Starting pitcher for the Blue Rams, number 32, Brandon Cunningham. And the manager of the Southern Maryland is number 16, Stephen Carter. Starting lineup for your Skeeters. Leading on the plate, center field number 2, Jared Mitchell. Batting second, shortstop number 10, Ryan Ward. Batting third at plate, left field number 24, Cody Finishing. Batting fourth at plate, third base number 27, Juan Silvario. Batting fifth, first baseman number 17, James Loney. Batting sixth, designated hitter number 3, Albert Cordero. Batting seventh, catch number 12, Cody Stanley. Batting eighth, plate center base number 7, Josh Prince. Batting ninth, plate right field number 4, CJ McElroy. And your man on the mound, starting pitcher number 30, Kevin McGowan. And the manager of your Sugarland Skeeters Group 5, Capilla. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the best friend, the man's best friend, and the best mascot in the Atlantic League. It is Swanson. Swanson brought to you by HEB. HEB, here everything's better. George Swanson is also with SWAT Team. SWAT Team. Proudly brought to you by Lincoln. Jordan. And speaking of birthdays, this young lady celebrated hers yesterday. It is Kathy. She's the mother of Josh Fritz. Hello. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it up for our first picture see this evening. And please welcome to the field. Please umpire order behind the right, Jim Taylor. The photo Steve Wilson, first base man side. Also umpires Jesse Fallon.
What is up, Sugarland? Welcome to another edition of Skeeters Baseball here at Constellation Field in Sugarland, Texas. It's another beautiful afternoon here at the Big C Constellation. Hi, I'm Ryan Posner, going to be bringing Game 3 of the Atlantic League season to you here, and I hope you guys tuned in last night. It was one to remember here, obviously only game number 2, but I think this is a game we'll be talking about long into this season. Your Skeeters trailed the Blue Crabs 6-0. Through 6 innings last night and came back and scored 7 unanswered runs to win the ball game. A comeback victory in game number 1 of the season. Let's go over how that comeback started. Back in the bottom of the 7th inning, James Loney reached a single. Ryan Court, a ground rule double. Both came across to score on a 2-run single from Cody Stanley. Jared Mitchell drove in a run himself. Cody Ashley ended the inning with a 2-out RBI single to get 5 runs in from that inning. Flipping it over to the 8th inning, CJ McElroy's 2-out RBI single tied things up. And in the 9th, you had to see it to believe it, folks. Juan Silverio with a 2-out triple off the right field wall near the Bud Light Ice House. And James Loney hit what looked to be a pop-out to end the inning and send us into extras, but Frank Martinez, the third baseman for the Blue Crabs, had a bit of an embarrassing moment, kicked off his glove just around the pitcher's mound, and Juan Silverio came to score, and your Skeeters tallied their first win of the year. So after starting the year 0-1, they came across here and chased a 6-run deficit for their first win. Got some news to pass along to you guys today. Andrew Bellotti, the right-hander for the Skeeters, came out of the bullpen, struck out the side in the 6th inning. Andrew Bellotti is no longer a Skeeter. Good news is he is heading to the New York Yankees organization and his contract purchased today. Andrew becomes the 2nd player on the Skeeters to have his contract purchased already in this young season. Christian Bergman took his headshot for us on first day of spring training, and then he got his contract purchased by the Mariners later that day. So Christian Bergman was here for just a little over 8 hours. Andrew Bellotti here for a little bit longer. Came in last night, as I mentioned, made his debut. Looked great, struck out the side in the 6th inning, and that was enough for the New York Yankees to say they wanted to have him on board. Not sure where he's going to report just yet, but he is now a member of the Yankees organization. They're familiar with Bellotti. He pitched in the majors back in 2015. It was 3-1 with a 2.31 ERA and 17 appearances. That was his only big league time. Ended up playing a little bit in the minors in 2016, but was designated for assignment by the Rays and never made it back to the professional level. Had some arm surgery, had some arm troubles, and he made it back with the Skeeters. And as I mentioned, his one performance last night was all they needed to see before they wanted to take a chance on him. Well, we're just minutes away. Stan Clyburn of the Blue Crabs and Dennis Phipps exchanging lineup cards between the Skeeters and the Blue Crabs. First pitch just a little over 5 minutes away. When we come back, we will give you the starting lineup for the Blue Crabs as well as the defensive alignment for the Skeeters, and we'll also give the pitching matchup tonight between left-hander Roy Merritt and the right-hander Brandon Compton for the Blue Crabs. Skeeters baseball, we got game number 3 just minutes away here at Constellation Field. I'm Ryan Posner. Happy to be delivering some more baseball to you tonight. We'll be back here in just a minute.
That means somebody walked out of here with a guaranteed winnings of at least $1,000 last night. Man, I tell you what, that makes for a good evening at the ballpark. You can't win if you don't play. How can you play? Hey, see one of the ticket takers are making their way around the stadium right now. We're talking about 50-50 round the table. As you can see, the pot is growing. So we're going to sell tickets to the 6th. We're going to give it away at the 7th. 50-50 raffles off running right now. and Skeeters! Outfielder Cody Ashley, center fielder Jared Mitchell, right fielder CJ McElroy, third baseman Juan Serrano, shortstop Mike Clark, second baseman Josh Prince, first baseman Kane Bowden, catcher Cody Stanley, and your starting pitcher Roy Merritt. Taking down the Skeeters tonight in the baseball league, Ross Martinelli. Catcher, first baseball letter number 10, Kane and Intermediate Twins. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask if you would please remain standing. Gentlemen, if you would, please remove your hats as we honor America for the singing of our national anthem. Singing by students from Glasgow Middle School. There you go. Well done, buddy. Tonight's game of beer brought to you by Jimco. And this portion of the game is brought to you by Introduce Roofing and Construction, Fulton County Roofing and Construction Company. Locally owned, family operated.
Welcome back into the broadcast booth here at Constellation Field. Roy Merritt has taken the mound. We are just minutes away from the first pitch here at Constellation Field. While we got a second, let's go over how the Blue Crabs are going to line it up tonight. Batting leadoff and playing second base is going to be Angelis Nina. Ruby Silva will be playing right field and batting second. Frank Martinez, who's been a pain in the neck so far for the Skeeters, batting third, playing third base. Craig Batting's going to be DHing and batting fourth. John Griffin, the first baseman, will be batting fifth. The backstop, Charlie Valerio, hitting in the sixth hole once again. Tony Thomas, the former Skeeter, batting seventh and playing left field. And batting eighth, playing center field, Corey Vaughn. And the shortstop and batting ninth, Edwin Garcia, and right-hander Brandon Compton on the mound. Now let's look at how the Skeeters will line it up defensively. Over at first base is going to be James Loney. Second base is going to be Josh Prince. Over at shortstop getting the start after getting the start their opening day as well as Ryan Court. Juan Silverio will be at the hot corner at third base. Over at left field is going to be Cody Ashley once again. Out in center field, Jared Mitchell. And in right field, CJ McElroy. Behind the plate, Cody Stanley gets another start. And on the mound, as we mentioned, Roy Merritt making his return to the Skeeters. Played with them in 2016. Roy went 8-2 with a 2.99 ERA and one save in that 2016 Atlantic League Championship season. Since playing for the Skeeters, he's played for a hodgepodge of teams in the Mexican Winter League and regular season. So, Roy Merritt back in Sugarland. Angelis Nina has stepped in the batter's box. The Skeeters rocking their light blue jerseys for the first time this year. And the first pitch from Roy Merritt misses upstairs to Angelis Nina, who's hitting .444 on this young season. Top of the order for the Blue Crabs has done some serious damage. Frank Martinez, as we mentioned, has been a little bit of pain in the side. He has a home run at 5 RBIs, hitting .444 early on, so 5 RBIs through 2 games for the Blue Crabs. Third baseman will be hitting third tonight. 1-0 from Merritt misses up as well. So 2-0 now the count to Angeles Nina as the Blue Crabs are rocking their state flag of Maryland jerseys once again. They're the yellow, red, white, and black Crabs tonight. Nina chops that one to Ryan Cordy, gets it on a couple of hops, fires across to Loney, who's got his foot on the bag, and that'll be good for out number 1 here in the top of the first inning. Ruby Silva going to step in. Last night, this duo got going pretty early. Nina singled lead off the game, and then Frank Martinez was on deck, had a 2-run home run. So Skeeters, as we mentioned, trailed 6-0 last night through 6 innings, scored 7 unanswered runs for their first victory of the year. First pitch from Merritt, Silva misses up. I know what you're thinking. The Skeeters had a walk-off hit in the second game of last year. Yep, you are correct. Albert Cordero in game number 2 last season had a RBI walk-off single, so a little deja vu. Game number 2 this year and game number 2 last year as Silva skies that one to left field. Ashley moving back. Ashley on the warning track, and that one will get foul. And to my right, not on my microphone, is my girlfriend Della Sandler. She's joining me here watching how the sausage is made, I guess, for this broadcast. She's looking at how unprepared I am and probably just thinking to herself, how is this guy got a job? She flicked me. I don't think she thinks that. She's pretty complimentary of me. Got a lot of visitors in the booth this year. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna watch some baseball, but most importantly, like I said, we're gonna have some fun. And the Skeeters made it a fun one last night. Don't see that too often. A pop fly that touched the clouds a little bit, came down, and when it came down, it kicked off the glove of Frank Martinez. Barrett with a nice breaking pitch gets Ruby Silva to swing over the top of that one. So 1-2 is the count now to the right fielder for the Blue Crabs. So Roy Merritt, the Houston native, went to Nimitz High School in Houston. And his 1-2 misses downstairs. So 2-2 now with 1 away here in the top of the first. 6:05 start tonight. Flags are blowing in just a bit, just a few clouds of note, but otherwise an absolutely perfect afternoon here in Sugar Land. It's going to start getting really hot, but so far it's so good. It's been beautiful weather as Silva chops that one over Loney. He takes it himself. He'll call Merritt off and touch first base himself. So 3 unassisted there, and we're out number 2 in the top of the first inning. So Frank Martinez steps in, and as we mentioned, swinging a hot bat here to begin the season, hitting .444. He's 4 for 9 with a home run and 5 RBIs in the early going here. So he's been a tough out, the switch hitter, batting from the right side with the lefty Merritt on the mound. Those flags are howling in from right field. It's been hit or miss. Usually they do howl in, but the last few nights they've been blown out from time to time as Merritt's first pitch misses outside for ball 1. Martinez slaps the 1-0 pitch foul back off the net, so evens it up here at 1-1. So Roy Merritt's got some experience all over the Atlantic League. He's played with Somerset, spent some time in the minor league level with the New York Mets, lastly appeared in the affiliated level with the Oklahoma City Dodgers, the AAA affiliate for the Los Angeles Dodgers. 1-1 misses outside, so 2-1 now. It's going to be interesting as these shadows slowly creep past the pitcher's mound. It's going to be a nightmare for the hitters, you'd imagine. And Martinez sits that one to the right side, and that's going to get down in front of C.J. McElroy, the right fielder, for a base hit. So Frank Martinez continues to swing a hot bat. He's on here with a 2-out single. Hear Baby Shark off that crowd mic, you are not going insane. That's going to be part of our visitors walk-up music this year, and our GM Tyler Stam called for that last night, and it's getting its debut early going here. It's Craig Maddox, the DH, is the victim of the Baby Shark walk-up music, the DH for the Blue Crabs. First pitch from Barrett to Maddox, misses upstairs for ball 1. The The lefty delivers the 1-0 as Maddox pops it up, looking like it's going to be in just foul territory off the third base side. Juan Severio's under it, makes the running grab, and Roy Merritt works a scoreless first inning here as the Skeeters will come to bat for the first time. Blue Crabs go down here in the top of the first inning. Still no score. You're listening to Sugarland Skeeters Baseball. Thanks for tuning in once again, folks. You're listening to Sugarland Skeeters Baseball here. Game number 3 at Constellation Field. Your Skeeters coming to bat in the first inning. Let's see how they're going to line it up. Batting first and playing center field, the left-handed hitter Jared Mitchell. Batting second and playing shortstop, Ryan Court. Batting third and playing left field, the former Philadelphia Philly, Cody Ashe. Batting fourth and playing third base, Juan Severio. James Lundy going to be hitting fifth, playing first base. Albert Cordero is going to be doing the DH duties tonight, batting sixth. Batting seventh and doing the catching duties, Cody Stanley. Josh Prince batting eighth, playing second base. And batting ninth and playing right field, the League City native, C.J. McElroy. And Roy Merritt on the mound for the Skeeters through a scoreless top of the first inning. As Mitchell steps in and Brandon Compton, the right-hander for the Blue Crabs, misses outside for ball one. Brandon Compton last year spent some time with the Blue Crabs, went 4-3 with a 4.52 or 4.11 ERA, and 11 starts for them, and then got his contract purchased by the Blue Jays as his second pitch is in for strike one, 1-1 to count. One of the few pitchers in the Atlantic League last year to make his way back to the majors after pitching in the Atlantic League. Pitched for the Blue Jays last year, made just one relief appearance for Toronto in 2018, and allowed a run on 3 hits in an inning and 2/3 innings as Mitchell takes and called strike inside from home plate umpire Jimmy Tatum. So Jared Mitchell swinging a hot bat as well. One of the hotter bats for the Skeeters to get things going. He did 333, 3 for 9, an RBI through 2 games. As that pitch in the dirt, he swings through. Valerio will throw over to John Griffin at first base, who corrals it, and Mitchell is down swinging for out number 1 here in the bottom of the first. So Ryan Court coming to bat. His only hit of the season came last night. He had a booming double into the right center field gap that skipped up into the Bud Light Ice House and really kick-started that rally in the bottom of the 7th inning, a 5-run 7th inning for the Skeeters, which helped them cover a 6-run deficit. Court and James Loney, who singled to lead off that inning last night, came around to score on a Cody Stanley RBI single. Cody Stanley had a very great night with 3 for 4. He's batting 7th tonight for the Skeeters as Court takes strike 1 from Brandon Compton. Brandon Compton had pitched in the majors before bringing it back with the Blue Jays last year. And let's go over the defensive alignment for the Blue Crabs here in just a moment after Compton delivers this 0-1 pitch to Ryan Court, who takes it inside. For the Blue Crabs playing left field, you just see him on your screen right now. That's Tony Thomas, the former Skeeter. Had a home run on opening day. In center field, Corey Vaughn. Ruby Silva playing right field. Over at third base, Frank Martinez. Edwin Garcia at short, Angelis Nini at second. Behind the plate, Charlie Valerio, and at first, John Griffin. As Court hits that one up the middle toward the second base side, Nini fields it, throws it over to John Griffin. So 2 up, 2 down in the bottom of the first for the Skeeters. Cody Ashe steps on it now. He got on the board with his first Skeeters hit as part of that 5-run, 7th inning, as you mentioned. Big part of the rally last night. So Cody Ashe hitting .333 on the young season. Going back to Tony Thomas, to see him on the screen there. The former Skeeter, he's getting some love from the fans up there. First pitch misses, or gets called for a strike. Tony played for the Skeeters for only a bit last year. Made his impression. He's waving to fans in those Wells Fargo Picnic Plaza area. That's where his grand slam in Game 5 of the Atlantic League Freedom Division Championship Series sent the Skeeters into the title series, where they won in 5 games over the Long Island Ducks as Compton misses up. So 2-1 now to Cody Ashe. Tony, one of the really good guys in baseball. If we have some time, there's a story I would absolutely love to share about him. Just kind of shows you the kind of person he is. When he comes to bat, we'll share that one as Compton misses outside. 3-1 now. So now those shadows have crept in just a little bit outside of the cut of the grass there in front of Cody Ashe. So they're starting to get to that point where it could be a little bit troublesome for the hitters, as Ashe hits that one pretty well into the left center field gap. Tony Thomas gives chase at the wall, and it's over the wall, a home run. Cody Ashe, his first home run of the season, puts the Skeeters up 1-0 in the bottom of the first. And Ashe smashing out into the sport court there in left field, and your Skeeters are on the board in the bottom of the first inning. Della likes that one. She thought that Ashe smashed it. We're gonna stick with that one this year. Didn't look, but Cody lost his helmet somewhere as he rounded the bases there. So get a good look at the flow, and why not let it flow? His first home run in a Skeeters uniform, and your Skeeters take a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first with 2 away. And Juan Silverio now up for the Skeeters. He'll take strike 1. Cody Ashe back during spring training. There was a game against Alvin